Happy Tuesday! My name is Alan.
My name's Nick.
And welcome into the dungeon.
And this week we find ourselves back on the high road, on our way back to Phandalin, with Shrew's Shrubberies, having successfully retrieved the items that they had sought in the dragon barrow. We had the smoke, the remains of the fire that had been burning through the Neverwinter wood, filling the sky with its burnt smell, the wind lashing across our party as they travel towards these crossroads between the high road and the Tribor trail which will take them home to Phandalin. And with the sun now having set into the Sea of Swords, we had left where you could see the small flickering of a campfire, not too far. And that's where we're going to pick up this session.
As I'm walking next to William, I tug slightly on his harness, his tether, to get him to stop.
He does.
Guys, there seems to be a campfire ahead.
Oh yes, I can see that. Perhaps some travellers on the road like us.
Should we go towards it or try and avoid it? I don't want any more nasty surprises on the way.
Wait, just a moment, Shrew, before we go sneaking past or going up to say hello. I seem to recall you saying or mentioning Axholm. So that's a strange beast.
Yes, Axholm. What about it?
Well, Dazzlin and I have been looking at our notes, and that's that dwarven excavation we were at. So, it's not the only ruins in these mountains. Axholm is a long-forgotten fortress of dwarves. So I hear it would be a good place, safe from a dragon, but perhaps there's something you should be a little aware of. A tale they used to tell us dwarves when we were growing up, you know. The fortress was said to have been abandoned after an elf woman had been killed there. She'd been found to be trying to stir up trouble amongst the dwarves. But ever since she was killed, her wails and moans echoed through the halls of the Axholm, to the point where all dwarves had to leave but one, the Kijamasfradar. So it's been sealed from the inside, so anything that would have been in there is long gone dead, but that's just telling that tale sends shivers down my beard.
And does the Kijamasfradar live there?
Well, the Kijamasfradar was the Castilian. He is the one that locked up. He sacrificed himself, as the story goes.
So, and that's where this tradition stems from?
Well, no, he was the Kijamasfradar of that clan.
Oh, yes.
No, the story goes back generations.
Yes, we were told by Harbin's brother that perhaps we would have to go there and clear it out first. So, I did imagine there. I wasn't aware of more ghosts, but I imagined that perhaps some wild animals or some creatures had crawled their way in and made it their new home. So I was expecting that it wasn't going to be, just a stroll in the park and get everyone there without checking it first. We must check it out and make sure that it's safe before we end up taking innocent people there. But thanks for the story and the heads up. Now we go better prepared.
Aye.
Well, let's walk up to this campfire. If they are friendly, we could sure take a rest. But let's go up slowly and keep our wits about us.
Are you doing this stealthy or just walking up slowly?
We aren't going to be able to stealth that much, so just going slowly so that if we see anything dodgy, as we walk up to it, we still have time to react. And as we go getting closer, I'd like to make a perception check and see that anything is off. What kind of people are around the campfire, all that kind of thing.
Roll for a perception check then as you're making your way. First roll of the night.
Yeah.
You can roll with advantage as well because there's 5 of you and an ox.
Yeah, cool, because that was low, that was a 5. Yeah, not much better. 6 plus 3, 9 total.
9. So as you're walking towards this camp, you can make out 3 figures sort of huddled around the actual fire, or what seems to be like a makeshift sort of a shelter that they've built. As the flames are flickering and dancing, and you're getting a little closer now, you can see what appears to be an elven man, an elven woman, and a younger elven woman. Their clothes look a bit tattered and torn, and they look quite tired. They haven't noticed you approach yet.
From that description, I take it that they look innocent enough, or at least tired enough, to be able to mount a serious attack on us. So we're going to carry on getting closer, and as I approach within earshot, I want to call out to them.
Okay, you're now getting closer to this camp. Close enough that I think now you sort of see the elven man's head sort of tilts, as if he's hearing something coming from the trail behind them.
Good evening, fine folk. We are Shrew's Shrubberies. We mean no harm, we mean no evil. We just are here to perhaps share a fire with you guys.
And you say this, you see that the elven man's now turned around, he's seeing you. And you see his long blonde hair, his green eyes, as the campfire's lighting up his face. Oh, fellow travellers of the road. Yes, you're welcome to come and share my fire.
Good. And we get closer, unhitch William from the cart, take him to a greener area of the forest. I imagine we're on the side of the road, we're not camping on the road. And get comfortable, sit down close to these guys.
Oh, well met. It's good to see our fellow travellers. It's been a bit of a rough ride for us to get here. But where are my manners? My name is Irun, and this is my family. My wife, Alice, and my daughter, Lyra.
Well, nice to meet you all. Where is it that you come from?
Well, we were sailing up from Waterdeep up to Neverwinter, but this strange beacon, lighthouses usually keep you safe from the rocks. This lighthouse seems to somehow pull us closer and closer to the cliffs, and then these harpies were being a nuisance, and between the harpies are, flustering above our mast, and that strange green glow pulling us in. Alas, my boat and all my wares are at the bottom of the ocean, apart from these few things we could salvage.
That's very unfortunate. I've heard of this lighthouse, and the dangers it presents. Were you travelling alone? Only the three of you?
The others that travelled with us sadly didn't quite make it.
How unfortunate.
Picked off either by the sharks or the harpies. Strange markings as well on the lighthouse.
Strange markings?
Yes, I'm not one for...
Were they lightning bolts?
How do you know? 3, to be exact.
Yes. This is a work of orcs.
Orcs? I have no time for orcs. We were planning to make our way on the road up to Neverwinter. It's not too far from here, but then we saw that raging fire coming from deep within. And now we're not really sure which way to go. Phandalin, we've heard there's a dragon, and now there seems to be trouble afoot at Neverwinter's door, so...
Well, listen, the dragon is everywhere. I mean, the dragon could swoop down right now and take us for dinner. So that doesn't mean that if you leave this area, you won't be troubled by it. Orcs are getting bolder and starting to attack settlements, and I'm afraid possibly Phandalin is going to be next.
Oh, then Neverwinter. To Neverwinter we must travel then.
But in Phandalin you'll find refuge. You'll find numbers. You can travel with us. We are experienced adventurers. We can offer you safe passage and protect you from anything that might pop out from the woods. Then once we reach Phandalin, we have a plan to fall back into a safer place, a place that is well guarded and more difficult for orcs or a dragon to breach. You'd be safe there.
Oh, but I have no contacts in Phandalin. Neverwinter would be, ideally, the place we should be going to. How far away is this Phandalin?
Well, a couple of days from here. Not much. Well, what do you need contacts for right now?
Well, to get a new boat for a start, and then to get some more wares. Perhaps call in a favour or two. Get about my business.
We are the heroes of Phandalin. We've got contacts. We can help you out there. You can start there, and once everything's safe, then you can make your way up to Neverwinter. It's up to you, but I'd hate to see you lose your life on the road from here to Neverwinter, attacked by a band of roving orcs, or perhaps even by the dragon itself.
Well, yes, we are pretty tired, and it would be nice to have somebody to help me keep the watch. I've barely slept.
Well, you can sleep from here on. We'll take the watch, don't worry about that.
Well, that's very kind of you. Oh, you see him sort of rubbing his eyes and yawning. Oh, my eyes quite tired now. But roll me a d20, please.
19.
Oh, my eyes are so tired. I must be seeing things. You're talking about a dragon, and I almost, for a second there, thought I'd seen a silhouette of it in the sky. Oh.
Say what? And I look up myself.
Yeah, with your halfling eyes in this kind of light, there's not much you can see other than the odd star or a little bit of light.
I don't see anything. Are you sure? You saw. Fenna, do you see anything?
You see Fenna looking up towards the sky, squinting, sort of in the direction that Irun was looking in, which actually happens to be to the southeast, which would be towards Phandalin. And she's trying to catch a glimpse and says, can't say for certain, but may just be a passing cloud. I believe we're all just tired. We could do with a good rest after our exploits in that forsaken tomb. And our friends look like they could do with some rest as well. Perhaps it's just our imagination between the fire behind us and knowing what awaits in front.
Yes. I don't know. Yeah. I'm not too confident. If you think you've seen something, and our friend here thinks he's seen something, there might be something, but there's not much we can do now. If you saw it like a little fleck out in the distance. Hopefully he's just circling and flying back to his peak wherever he comes from.
I hear perhaps he was checking out the fire.
The fire? Oh, the fire, the big fire. I thought you meant the campfire.
No, well, I hope he doesn't take notes of this campfire, but...
No.
You know, this is all his new claimed territory. Perhaps he wants to find out what had caused the fire, or perhaps, as Fenna says, it's just our imagination.
Well,
it's been a long day.
Worrying will serve us no good. Let's rest up. I'll take the first watch, and all of you can sleep. I'm okay. I've been riding in the cart for a bit. I've rested quite a bit myself, so I should be fine.
Are you sure, Shrew?
Yes, of course.
Well, that is very kind of you. I could do with a good rest. And Fabian had been pretty much brought down to his knees in the fight with the ghostly figure. Okay, so Shrew's going to take the first watch. What are you doing whilst on watch?
Well, I have my Oxford dictionary with me, and I have been reading through it, trying to learn some phrases, some words, trying to learn some Orcish every time I've had a chance. And I am keeping watch, but from time to time when things are quieter, I give it a little glance, go over the words I'm trying to learn, but I'm mostly keeping watch.
Okay, so roll me a d4 then.
That's a 1.
And now give me another 2 d4s as well. This is one for each day that you've been resting and reading through your Oxford Common Dictionary.
That's a bit better, 4 and a 3.
Okay, so I'll say that over the last 3 days, you've been able to learn about 8 words that you could sort of put together in a phrase.
Nice. Good. Thank you.
I'm guessing sausage is one of them.
Maybe. We'll see.
Okay, so you are now on watch as you are, farming your way through pages, trying to find the common to orc equivalents of these words that you've learnt. I'm going to ask you to roll me a d20 as well, please.
That's a 9.
Okay, so your watch passes without anything happening.
That's good. As my watch comes to an end, I go and wake Fenna up.
Oh, hi, Shrew.
Hi, I thought we'd let Fabian sleep a bit more since he took the brunt of all those attacks back there in the tomb.
Oh, well, he wasn't the only one. I think I was downed as well with one downed hit from those lights.
Yes, you're right.
But
go back to sleep.
No, I'm feeling well enough. I'll have time to get some more shut-eye afterwards. Mm-hmm. And we have been able to ride William for a while. Anything strange?
No, nothing. I learned some new words here from the Orcish dictionary, but nothing to know, so...
Yeah. Oh, I was going to ask if anything good, but nothing good can come out of an orc.
Well, there's some cool words.
Oh, yes, sir.
I'll show you some, maybe some other time. I'm going to get to sleep.
I can imagine it's mischievous words based on what I've seen in the last couple of days, but...
No, what do you mean? That's not fair. I've been keeping my... Look, these are hard times. Sometimes you need to lighten up the mood. I was just back there in the tomb. I was just trying to lighten up the mood a bit.
Well, there was a time and a place, I believe, but thankfully we all made it out. It's quite stressful in there, so sorry if I was a tad on edge. But you and Fabian were starting to grind my gears.
No, I'm sorry. We all deal with stress differently, and perhaps my way to deal with tough situations is trying to sometimes make a bit light of it. But yes, I can understand that we might have winded you up a bit, and I'm sorry for that.
Well, then anyhow, get some shut-eye. I'll keep watch.
Yes, be careful. If anything, wake us up.
Okay, roll me a d20, please.
12.
And same, Fenna's watch passes without anything out of the norm. She goes and wakes Fabian, who goes and takes over. Then asks you to roll me that d20 again.
That's a 4.
So Fabian sat there by the fire, keeping close to it, as he tends to it, making sure that it keeps alight, feeling its warmth, tucking his cloak and his hood tightly around him. Suddenly hears this group of footsteps rushing quicker and quicker. As he turns, he sees this boar running towards him, and as it's doing so, it's shifting into this orc-like creature, and behind he sees another 3 orcs. So emanating from this half boar, half orc that's running towards him. It's just shy of 100 feet away as he sees this crackling energy leave from him. I'm going to need Fabian to make a dexterity saving throw.
Ooh, here we go. Ooh, no. That's a 3 + 1, 4.
Yeah, Fabian's half asleep here. So yeah, Fabian feels this electrical surge rushing through him as he takes 12 points of lightning damage. Oof. Could have been so much worse with 8d6.
Yeah, for sure. That still hurts.
As he's recoiling from this attack, and he turns to face these orcs again, as he's getting ready to shout out to alert the rest of you, he sees the rest of the orcs reaching out and letting go of these javelins.
Oh no.
Oh, poor Fabian, all 3 of them hit.
Wow.
That's 14 piercing damage, as Fabian is now at... He's taken 26 hit points out of his 39.
And that's just a surprise attack.
Yeah, wow. I'm going to need to ask you to roll for initiative.
Damn. Okay, I'll be rolling for Fabian first this time, seeing as he's been at the end of these attacks. Let's see if I roll above a 10 today. 9 + 1, 10 for Fabian. Now I'm going to roll for Shrew. 2 + 2 is 4. Quick math. Fenna, 12 + 1, 13.
Do you want me to roll for Dazzling and Norbus?
Roll for Dazzling and Norbus. Let's see if we roll higher.
Do you want me to roll for William?
Roll for everyone. The elves, I suppose, will need to roll as well.
Okay, so pretty much everybody other than Dazzling rolled shit in initiative, including the orcs.
Nice.
We've got a couple of 3s, a 1, and an 8. And the elves are half asleep as well. They're knackered. They only got a 6.
Wow.
So top of the round will be Dazzling and Norbus. So Dazzling and Norbus suddenly jump to their feet. What's going on? They turn around and see these orcs. And they know the drill pretty well by now. They're going to go and shack up next to William and see Shrubberies in action here. Hey, William, keep calm. So it's over to William, who looks a little confused. Heard this noise. He's now got these dwarves almost hugging him for comfort. Perhaps more theirs than his. He's staying put at the moment. Over to Fenna. Oh, what's going on? Fabian, are you right? Oh, damn orcs! Everybody up! I'm assuming Fenna's going to use half a movement to get up.
Yeah, she's going to use half a movement.
So yeah, just as a reminder, Fenna's got 1 level 2 slot left and 4 level 1s left. She hasn't been able to complete her long rest yet.
Okay, so as she sees these orcs starting to rush towards them, she's gonna get up as she did. She wants to cast Guiding Bolt at the orc that seems to be the one that shapeshifted. Perhaps if she can tell from its attire.
Oh yes, this looks familiar to her.
Then she's
got the Wolverine type claws on him.
Yeah, then she's gonna go for that one. 100%.
Okay.
Come on, Fenna. Natural 1.
Natural 1.
Oh my god.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Will this be where this tale of Shrubberies ends?
How do I roll so poorly? Time after time.
And that was a level 2 spell slot as well. The
Yeah.
last level 2 spell slot.
The last.
You can hear through the silence of the night a guttural laugh as these orcs continue to rush towards you. Is Fenna doing anything else?
She's gonna back up a bit, away from the campfire, away from Dazzling, but backing up a bit further into the forest.
It's actually over to Fabian.
Fabian is going to use Second Wind to heal up a bit, so that's a 1d10 roll plus his level.
Which is a level 5 for those of you who need a little reminder, like myself.
So 4 plus 5, that's 9 hit points. He recuperates.
And for his action,
With his action, he's now going to fire an arrow at the leader orc. 14 plus 4 to hit.
yeah, that hits. By that laughter, I'm guessing it's a 1 or not much higher.
Yeah, a 1 plus 1, 2 damage. This is not going well at all.
So the arrow just glances past him, nicking his cheek as he looks towards Fabian with a wry smile. Is Fabian taking any movement here?
He's staying more or less where he is, but he wants to move in front of the people that are still sleeping, the elves and Shrew, just slightly in front.
Okay, ready to take the brunt of the attack. So as Fabian takes up his position, he sees one of these orcs closing the gap in on him now, running towards him, his arm reaching to his back, grabbing another javelin. He's throwing this at Fabian. He's now only 20 feet away. The javelin goes over Fabian's head and into the woods behind.
Good.
With that, it's over to the elves, who wake up panicked. Oh, what? What? Orcs! Orcs! And they get up and they, seeing the dwarves sort of cowering behind William and the cart, they think that seems to be a good idea, and they take suit and join them. From what you've seen, these aren't warriors, they're more merchants than fighters. And with that, it's over to Shrew. You're hearing this raucous now around you.
Oh, Fabian, why could... And I wake up suddenly hearing the noise and...
Get the fuck up, Shrew!
Sorry, I was having a bad dream. You were killing one of my steeds, but this time it was Betsy, and it was a real Betsy. And as I'm trying to explain, I look back and I see the orcs rushing towards us. Oh, what's going on? What have you pulled now?
Oh, yeah, everything's my fault. Get the fuck up and help me here. I could do with a hand.
And I turn around towards the orcs, and I'm kind of fumbling a bit with my hands, trying to remember the somatics of the spell I want to cast. It's a new one. And I cast Tidal Wave on the 3 orcs at the very back.
Ooh, nice. What does Tidal Wave do?
Well, I conjure up a wave of water that crashes down on an area within range. It's 120 feet of range, so I reach. The area can be up to 30 feet long, up to 10 feet wide, and up to 10 feet tall. Each creature in that area must make a dexterity saving throw, and on a failed save, a creature takes 4d8 bludgeoning damage and is knocked prone. And on a successful save, they take half damage and are not knocked prone.
Okay, so dexterity saving throws.
Yep.
Got a new bag of tricks. This tricksy halfling.
Yeah, let's see what it does.
Okay, so orc number 1. It's a 6 plus 1, 7.
Nope.
The one in the middle. That's a 15 plus 1, 16.
Yep.
Saves. He is the one with the claws on his hands.
Typical.
And the third one is a natural 19 plus, so he saves.
Damn it. Okay, they take half damage at least, so let's hope I roll well. Come on, babies! Ah, wait, no, that doesn't count.
Premature roll.
Premature. Okay.
Don't worry, it happens sometimes.
Yeah, it happens to the best of us. Come on, bring it home. Okay, that's a total of 18 damage.
As this wave of water goes rushing towards the 3 orcs at the back, you see the 2 of them sort of bob up and down in the wave. One of them sort of tumbles through. You see him fall to the ground, start twitching, and then lay still.
Oh yeah, took one out.
The other 2 are running ferociously still towards you and your party.
Fair enough, but I took one out.
Is Shrew doing anything else?
Shrew is then using his bonus action to turn into a bear.
Come on, you gotta give the people that bear conversion transformation noise.
It's not good.
I love it.
Okay, go something like... Yeah, it's no good.
That's the one. It gets me in the mood for some bear.
Bear action. Okay, I turn into a bear and I move just in front between Fabian and the orc that was attacking him, the one closest to us.
Yeah, your hulking frame now, your shrew bear form, sort of protectingly standing there between Fabian and the orc. And with that, it's over to the 2 remaining orcs. As Shrew is standing there in front of Fabian, he's seeing one of the orcs that had managed to ride the tidal wave that you had sent, closing the gap now to about 20 feet. And likewise, you see him reaching, steadying his arm. He's lunging a javelin, this time at Shrew. 18.
Yeah, that hits.
So Shrew feels the javelin sort of glance side of his shoulder for 4 points of piercing damage.
Not too bad. Not too bad. I can withstand that.
And alongside him now, standing in between the other 2 remaining orcs, you see this now familiar kind of half-orc with the tusk-like claw appendages sort of tied to his braces, his cloak and his robes, his long black hair. He stood there between these 2 orcs with his hands ready for combat. So over to Dazzler and Norbus, who continue to cower behind William. You go, Shrew! You got this! And you hear from William, sort of like nodding as he sees his bear companion now. Feels quite reassured, having seen the sort of damage he can dish out. And so over to Fenna.
Fenna's going to go up to Fabian, touch his back, and cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay.
That's a total of 10 healing. Not bad, Fenna.
Yeah, Fabian's feeling much, much better now. Between his second wind and Fenna's healing touch, he's feeling ready.
And Fenna is going to continue her movement to position herself just behind Fabian and Shrew, hopefully out of the sight of the orcs.
And on that note, it's over to Fabian. He seems to be hiding behind Shrewbear at the moment.
Fabian is going to drop his bow and sheathe his Dragon Slayer and pop out from behind Shrew's back and attack the orc on the left.
Is he doing this two-handed? Is he dropping his shield as well, or is he going one-handed?
No, he's going one-handed whilst holding his shield. That's a 12 to hit.
So as he pops out from behind of Bear Shrew, rushes towards this orc, shield in one hand, sort of guiding him, reaches back with his sword, lunges at this orc that seems a little winded, having been hit by the tidal wave, and just narrowly misses him.
Damn it!
Is Fabian doing anything else?
Yes, he's gonna use his action surge to try and hit him again. Yeah, that's much, much better. 16 plus 7 to hit.
Yeah, that will hit.
Yes. That's another one, plus 4, 5 damage.
This orc is down on one knee now, struggling to get his breath, guts spilling out of him. He looks seriously hurt.
Whoa.
It's a dragon sword, man.
It's a good thing you're not a dragon. Well, I would have killed you.
And as this is happening, on the other side of the camp, the orc nearest Shrew makes a lunge towards him with his great axe.
Bring it.
I'll remind you what happened last time you said to bring it.
Yeah, but I'm confident this time. Bring it.
Okay, that's 11 plus 5. 16.
Damn you. It hits.
Oh, bring it on. Bring it on. That's 10 slashing damage as you feel the bite of the axe neck into your bear form.
You got poopa.
Hearing that strange sound, you see from behind William, the elves sort of peek their heads out and then swiftly peek them back in. And it's over to Shrew.
He stands up on his hind legs and slashes down on the orc that just assaulted him. 15.
Yeah, that will hit.
What's with the ones, man? What's with the ones?
Don't tell me that's a double one.
No.
Snake eyes.
No, not that bad, but not much better. 3 and a 1, that's 4 plus 4 damage, because I have my nifty... Sorry, plus 5 damage, because I have the chain, so that's 8 total damage.
Okay, Shrew doing anything else?
Yeah, now it's time for the bite. And as I fall back on my forelegs, as I've struck him with a slash, I then reach out to his neck and bite it with a 19.
That will certainly hit.
4 plus 5, 9 damage.
As you said, falling back down onto your 4 paws and lunging towards this orc's throat, you take a bite and rip it clean off.
Oof.
As he collapses at your feet.
Oh, poor guy.
He's gone.
He's gone for sure. I spit his throat out on the floor. He pissed me off when he struck me with that axe of his.
Okay, so it's over to the orcs now. And the one that's facing Fabian, down one knee, seriously wounded. He pulls this horn up to his mouth.
Oh, put that away, you piece of shit.
And you just hear like this. And that's about as much as he's going to be able to get done. Hearing that horn, this half-orc that's stood almost in front of Shrew, you see him waving his arms around above his head, gesticulating. You can hear him muttering something as well as this thunderous wave erupts from deep within him.
Oh, damn.
I'm going to need Shrew, or Bear Shrew rather, to take a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh. That's a total of 14.
Okay, so Shrew manages to save,
Yes. Come on.
but he still takes half damage.
That's okay. It's not full.
That's 8 rounded down to 4.
Is that the best you can do?
And again, you hear muttering from behind. William, Dazzle and Norbus cheering on Shrubberies. It's over to Fenna.
Fenna, seen as the orc that is in front of Fabian, is pretty much spilling his guts on the floor at this point. She's gonna cast Sacred Flame on it. You need to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's a big old natural 1.
Yeah! Double damage. Just joking.
That'd be a cool feature, actually, because spells don't really get
Yeah, that's right.
the critical roll.
Only the ones you roll to hit.
Yeah.
Okay, so here goes a damage. I thought it was a 1 for a second. It's a 7.
This burning radiant energy shines down on this orc as he collapses into a heap.
Yes!
It's over to Fabian.
Fabian is gonna turn his attention to the last remaining orc, the half-orc, and attack him with his Dragon Slayer. Or not. That's a 3 plus 7.
Yeah, that does not hit. He got cocky. Is he doing anything else?
He wants to move opposite Shrew on the back side of the orc, so that the orc is in turn flanked.
Okay, so to the elves, you hear from behind William. Oh, friends, look to your left! As you manage to just glance your head to the left, breaking from the tree line there, you see a boar rushing towards you,
Oh no.
flanked with another 3 orcs running behind him.
He called for backup.
It's over to Shrew. These orcs are a good, I'd say, 120 feet away, running towards you.
Okay, I'm gonna direct my attention to the one in front of us. Gonna attack it with a slash.
By slash, you mean claws, yeah?
Yeah. That's a total of 16 to hit.
16. 16 will hit.
Oh yeah. That's a total of 13 damage on the claw attack.
He's still standing, but he's taken note and he looks a bit pissed.
Okay, now I bite his arm. Okay, that's a 1, but I can't roll 1s because I'm a lucky halfling. So here we go again. And that's a 4. 4 plus 6, 10 to hit.
That will not hit.
Okay, so I don't hit him anymore, but as a bonus action, I want to expend a spell slot to gain some HP.
Some sauce.
Okay, so I roll a 1d8 because I'm expending a level 1 spell slot. That's a 7, so an extra 7 healing for the bear. Okay, that's my turn.
So with that, it's over to this orc that you just slashed at. And again, you see him waving his arms around, muttering these words, and this thunderous blast emanating from his core being again. You need to roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's a 15 total.
Yeah, that saves.
Yeah.
That's a 12, rounded down to 6.
Hit a bit harder than the other one, but still not too bad.
You feel the force of this thunder wave rush through you. You manage to keep your feet firm. You're not pushed away. It doesn't quite hurt as much as you expected as you brace yourself. You catch a glimpse towards your left-hand side as you see the orcs, and that boar orc had been running towards you, morphing as you've seen before. They're now about 90 feet away, and you see this crackling energy leaving from this familiar now looking half-orc. I'm going to need to ask Shrew to make a dexterity saving throw.
15 total.
15 saves.
Yeah. Saving all of them.
So that's 32 rounded down.
What?
That's
32 damage?
Yeah, that's
Wow.
16 damage to Bear Shrew.
Oh,
That was a big hit.
you don't say. That was crazy.
How's Bear Shrew doing?
He's not doing good. He's on 1 HP left. He's struggling. Boo boo. Boo boo.
The other 3 orcs that are with him, as you'd seen with the tactics, the pack-like tactics that the other orcs had used, they're preparing the javelins.
Damn them. They want to hunt me down.
Yeah, the first one's going for Shrew.
Oh no.
That's a 12 plus.
Yeah, it hits.
It hits. That's 7 piercing damage on Bear Shrew.
Alright, so I pop back into normal Shrew. And I take 6 extra damage as Shrew.
As you drop your bear form, and you suddenly find yourself now looking up at this strange half-orc rather than looking down at him as you'd been in your bear form. You see that he breaks a smile. The second orc is aiming for Fenna, seeing this little gnome there with the staff. It's a big old 2. Misses. Javelin goes flying over.
Nice.
And the third one, I'm going to leave in your hands. Roll me a d6.
Damn you. That's a 3.
He's going for Fenna.
Oh no.
This time, it's a 12 plus 5. That's 17. And I think even with her new cloak, it will hit for 8 piercing damage.
Ooh.
She felt it. Well, that's over to Dazzler and Norbus. Same thing, although they sound a bit more concerned. Oh, Shrew! Hello. We can help you if you want, but we're not much good. Norbus, brace yourselves! William is starting to shake a bit. Actually, I'm going to roll for William. He's getting a bit concerned seeing this other group rushing towards them. Sort of stomps a hoof, but he's staying put. Fenna.
Fenna's going to cast Guiding Bolt on the orc that's closest to us right now. The one engaged with Fabian and Shrew. That's a 14.
14, you say? 14 does hit.
Oh yeah! I thought it wasn't going to. Okay, that's 46. It's not bad. It's 3, 4, 5, and 6.
Ooh.
That's 18 total damage.
He takes almost the full brunt of that attack. He looks quite hurt now.
Yes, come on, let's down this one.
But he's still standing. Fabian.
Fabian is going to try and hit this orc now, which is faltering. See if he can finish him off.
Okay, he does so with advantage as he's flanked.
Yeah, I forgot last time. 10 plus 7, 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 8 total damage.
Yeah, the blade nicks into his back, turns his head over his shoulder, acknowledging Fabian there. He's looking pissed, and he's looking hurt.
But he's not looking dead.
He's still standing. The elves are going to move round to the other side of William, seeing the second group of orcs coming from their flank. They're bracing themselves behind the cart, unsure whether the orcs are coming for them or whether they're coming for their new friends. And it's over to Shrew.
Shrew is going to cast Poison Spray and try and hit the orc.
Okay, so this little puff of gas comes out from him.
Constitution time. Constitution time.
He's saved. That's the 17 plus 2.
Oh, damn it. And as it's a cantrip, nothing happens.
Is Shrew doing anything else with his turn?
No, I'm just staying there.
Incidentally, this half-orc that stood in front of you opens his mouth with a wry grin. You hear him again muttering those words that you've heard twice. It's Constitution time.
Is that what he's saying?
Yeah.
This time, I'm afraid Shrew does not save.
Are you sure?
It's 4 plus 2, 6.
Yeah, he does not save.
No.
So you hear this thunderous roar again emanating from this half-orc. You feel yourself being pushed away as this thunderous wave pushes into you. As Shrew takes 7 thunder damage.
Not good.
Coming from your left flank now as well. You see this second half-orc rushing towards you. And as he gets within range, this one instead is slashing with these claw-like appendages that they've got tied to their braces. It's a 9 to hit.
That misses.
And that's the end of his turn.
Oh, good.
The other 3 orcs that are coming from behind. One's running straight up to Fenna. The other straight up to Fabian. And the third is going to get up close and personal with Shrew. I'm going to do Fenna first. It's a big old 2. He misses with his great axe.
Great.
We're going to go over to Fabian.
Miss.
It's 10 plus 5, 15. I think that just misses. Fabian manages to deflect this blow with his shield.
Yes, well done. What about Shrew?
Shrew's being flanked, so he's got advantage on this hit. Oh dear. He hits. He hits with a critical hit.
Oh,
That could have been so much worse. For it is now the turn of the DM to roll a 1 on the damage.
Good news.
So yeah, on a critical hit with a great axe, that's a measly 5 slashing damage.
I'll take that all day.
It's over to Dazzler and Norbus. Hey, you go Shrew! Shoot the Shrubberies!
They're trying to egg us on.
Shame neither of them's a bard. Could have given you some inspiration. It's over to Fenna. We've seen this hulking orc with a great axe standing in front of her.
Fenna is going to use a cantrip, Sacred Flame, to try and hit the first orc with those claws, the one that's looking damaged.
The original.
The original. She's going to try and finish him off from where he is.
Okay, that
from
was,
where she is.
That was Dex, yeah?
Yeah, that's a dexterity saving throw.
It's an 18 plus 1.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Yeah, I'm punishing the dice. It's rolling too high today. Is Fenna doing anything else?
She has a healing potion on her. She's going to use it on herself just in case.
Okay, that's 2d4 plus 2. Thank you, Valerie, for that healing potion.
That's a total of 8 healing for Fenna.
Fenna's back up to full health.
And she's going to stay there.
With that, it's over to Shrew, with the elves firmly staying put behind William.
Okay, I'm going to cast Thunderwave?
That's Constitution time on the second of the half-orcs that has joined the battle, and the other orc that is now flanking you.
And I'm gonna cast it as a second level spell.
So the half-orc has failed, and I believe the second, or the orc as well has failed. 12?
Yeah, fails.
Yeah, they both fail.
Great. That's a total of 20 damage.
20?
Yeah, this time I rolled well. 5, a 7, and an 8.
This enormous, thunderous wave emanates from this tiny little halfling next to these hulking orcs, pushing both of them back. The first one feeling his feet slip from under him as he falls, rolling over, and you just hear like a as he cracks his neck.
Yes.
He's down.
Nice.
Is Shrew doing anything else?
Yes, as my bonus action, I'm gonna use my second wild shape and transform back into a bear Shrew.
Okay, it's over to this half-orc. And this half-orc runs over to the orc that's had its neck snapped.
Does he pass by bear Shrew for an attack of opportunity?
No, he does not.
Or does he leave Fabian's
He
range?
does leave Fabian's range. So Fabian gets an attack of opportunity.
Come on, Fabian. Don't fail me now. That's a 19, which is actually a critical hit
Yeah,
for Fabian. That's 18 damage
18.
on his reaction. I rolled a 7, doubled to 14, plus 4, 3 for his strength, and 1 for his sword. 18 damage.
Yeah, as he starts running towards his fallen companion, Fabian lops his head clean off
Oh, yes.
with that critical hit.
Alright, some luck coming my way this time. Great.
Yeah, you're about to see something different there.
Glad I didn't. Yes.
With that, it's over to the two remaining orcs, the remaining half-orc. So yeah, this half-orc's going to start waving his hands and muttering these words, and again you hear, having flicked through the pages of the Oxford English Dictionary, you recognize part of these chants as being Constitution time. I need you to roll a Constitution saving throw.
17 to save.
Yeah, you save.
Great.
Good thing you save as well. That's an 8 and a 7. Which is 15. Rounded down is 7. The orc that's facing Fabian swings his great axe over his head. Yeah, he misses, again glancing off Fabian's shield. Over to Dazzler and Norbus, they're getting a bit nervous seeing Fenna with this orc there. They're standing put. They've seen a number of orcs now fall. You hear the usual grunt from William. He's looking a little bit more reassured, seeing that a couple more of them have fallen. And so it's Fenna.
Fenna is going to cast Sacred Flame on the orc just in front of her.
That's
Dexterity.
Dexterity. It's an 11.
Yes, good. So it's 2d8 radiant damage. That's a total of 7 damage.
The wind's been taken out of him. He looks quite hurt.
Yes.
Is Fenna doing anything else, or is it over to Fabian?
Fenna's staying there. Fabian turns his attention to the orc that just slashed at him and is going to try and return the favor. But he doesn't. That's a 7, 8, 9 to hit.
Is Fabian doing anything else here?
No, he cannot.
So the elves continue, huddled together with their new dwarven friends and William. They're staying put. What's Shrew doing?
Shrew is walking up to the orc that is assailing Fenna and is going to try and bite into it with a natural 20.
Ooh, that hits. No surprises there.
I would hope so. Alright, that's a 1. That's a 1.
Another one.
So that's a 2 total plus 5, 7. 7 damage. Could have been much better.
But with that bite, he's down on his knees, gasping for air, holding himself up with his great axe, just barely managing to stay in the life.
And Shrew, seeing his moment of weakness, is going to strike down with his paw to make a claw attack. 11 to hit.
Now, as he's falling down on his knees and propping himself up, readying himself, your swipe just catches part of his hair.
Shit.
The orc that was squaring up to Fenna, although in his quite possibly dying breath now, lifts his axe best as he can. This time he's taking a swipe towards this large bear that's just almost wrecked him. That's a 12 plus 5, 17.
Yep, that hits.
We're going to have a couple of episodes ago we joked and we said, we should have a counter if this was a video with the nat 20s coming up.
Yeah.
We're going to have one on this episode with the ones coming up.
Another one.
Another
Nice.
one. So that's 1 plus 3. That's a measly 4 slashing damage.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit of pain, but not too bad.
We're going to jump to the orc that's facing off with Fabian, trying to exchange blow for blow. And again, they're both ducking and dodging and parrying each other's attacks. He's missed. It's over now to the half-orc, seeing his comrade almost fallen, he's going to turn his attention again to Shrew. And again, Shrew feels this thunderous energy emanating from him. Constitution time.
That's an 11 total.
Ooh.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Shame.
You're not going to believe this, man. You're not going to believe this.
2 8s.
2 1s.
Oh, yeah.
That's 3 1s in a row.
It was
3 1s on damage dice on a row. That's a 1 on a d12 with a great axe, and 2 1s on a failed Constitution saving throw.
Nice. Tables have turned.
2 1s. That's a measly 2 damage. Although you do still get pushed back 10 feet.
Okay. As I do, I laugh a bit and bear form.
The half-orc looks a bit embarrassed.
He should. He should be.
It's over to Fenna as Dazzlin, Norbus, William and the elves continue, huddled in safety, watching the heroes of Phandalin fend off these orcs. What's Fenna doing?
So Fen again is going to try and kill off the orc just in front of her using Sacred Flame.
That's 14. Yeah, he saves.
Okay, then he lives another day.
At least another roll.
Let's see.
So it's over to Fabian.
Okay, Fabian, again as both him and the orc are squaring off, is going to try and finish it off. Make sure he doesn't have an extra chance to get him again. That's 17 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Yes. That's a total of 6 damage.
Okay. So it's a Shrew.
He's going up to that orc again.
The orc or the half-orc, sorry?
The orc, the one that's squaring off against Fenna, and again is trying to bite at it with a 15.
Yeah, that will hit it.
And deals a total of 10 damage to it.
Yeah, you rip his throat clean out,
Oof,
like you did with his companions.
Collecting throats today.
Shrew doing anything else?
Yes, I'm moving over to the half-orc this time. And as I run up to him, I want to get up on both my hind legs and slash down on him with my claws. I want to do non-lethal damage.
Okay.
That's 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
That's 12 damage.
He's still standing strong.
Okay, that's my turn.
There's just one orc and one half-orc remaining now. The orc that's just been hit moments earlier by Fabian's going to try and return the favour. And he still cannot get a hit on him. The half-orc, seeing how the battle is turning, he's going to disengage and start to make a run for it. He's run 30 feet away from Shrew at the moment. Dazzlin, Norbus and the elves and William continue as they have done all battle. Fenna, she's still got 2 level 1 spell slots left.
Fenna is going to use one of those level 1 spell slots to cast Guiding Bolt.
Okay, roll to hit.
That's a 19.
Yeah, that hits.
Again, I'd like to reiterate that this is non-lethal damage. That's 12 damage.
You hear him shout out in pain, but he's still running. As you can see him running, you're seeing him morph as he's doing so. Over to Fabian.
Fabian is going to finish the nuisance that has presented in front of him. 14 to hit.
14 does hit.
Yes. That's a total of 7 damage.
So yeah, this time Fabian plunges his sword into the chest of this orc as he slumps lifeless on his blade.
Yes, that was enough.
Over to Shrew.
I'm going to run up to the fleeing half-orc and I'm going to bite him as he's running away. 18 plus 6.
That hits.
That's 9 damage.
He looks like he's on his last legs.
Great, and this time I'm going to use one of my amulets, one of my chains, to forgo the roll. And it's a 10 plus 5, 15 to hit.
That's your clockwork amulet, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that hits.
Great. Again, non-lethal damage with my slash as he's fleeing. That's 13 damage.
Yeah, that does it.
Yes! As I said, it's non-lethal damage, so I want to hit him where I think I'll be able to knock him down. And then as he falls, I want to ping him down with both my paws.
Okay.
Put my full weight on it so that he doesn't get away, although he's unconscious, I imagine.
Okay, so we're out of combat now.
I drop my bear form. We've dealt with a problem, but I haven't killed this one off.
Why in have you not killed it?
I want to ask him questions. I want some answers. I want to know what they're up to. And I'm guessing this half-orc is probably one of the leaders. He will know what's going on. Come here, help me tie him, help me bound him so that he doesn't run away. And remember, this orc turns into a ball. Make sure we tighten it enough, tie both his legs together, whatever we must do so that if he is able to change, he still can't get away. We tie him to one of the trees, and we wait for him to wake up.
I still say the only good orc is a dead orc.
It's okay, I understand.
I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
I understand, Fabian. I understand. But perhaps we can learn things. We need to try. There might be a better way. Remember, our enemy is his enemy. We are both trying to get rid, well, I don't know if they are, but they have been displaced by the dragon. And we need to kill the dragon. Maybe they know something about it, maybe... I don't know. I want to understand what's going on. Perhaps we can talk some sense into it. Perhaps he will tell us a thing or two of the dragon itself.
And then what?
Well, we'll see. We'll see, Fabian. We can't leave any stone unturned. We need all the help we can. We're gonna kill this dragon. Let's see what comes of this. If he attacks, if he decides to escape, we'll kill it.
Okay, so you waken this orc up?
Well, first off, again, using all my rope, hog tie him, hands behind his legs, make sure everything is nice and tight, tie some ropes around a tree, other ropes attached to the cart, and make it so that it's as hard as possible for him to escape. Now, when I saw this creature, this orc, turn into a boar, did he have to do any kind of motions to do so, or I just saw him instantaneously, similar to what I do when I turn into a bear?
Similar to what you do.
All right. Still, I wanna tie him as tight as I can, hog tie him, all that good stuff. I'm staying with Fabian, with Fenna, right up on him. I don't want to take my eyes off him. So we take a short rest as we wait for this orc to wake up.
About 3 hours pass. You start to hear this grunting.
Do I understand that? Is he speaking common?
No, he's speaking in Orcish.
Okay. He's awake. He's awake. First off, I say common. 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 Like asking it if he speaks common.
Some common.
I some Orcish. Listen, we know what's going on with the dragon.
Spit some blood out onto the floor next to him.
Are you having trouble with it?
But I believe you will.
Are you in cahoots with the dragon? Or has the dragon taken over your lands?
My lands are the Neverwinter's ward.
Didn't you hail?
And you have been a nuisance.
Didn't you hail from Icespire Peak? From Icespire Hold?
No, those are the foreign blood orcs.
The what?
The orcs.
The orcs?
Yes.
You're an orc yourself?
Half.
Half orc? But the orcs work for you?
Well, they needed our help.
To get rid of the dragon?
Perhaps to get rid of the dragon. Perhaps to get rid of you.
Well,
you've been meddling in these parts.
All I want to do here...
It's a bounty on your head.
A bounty from who? From orcs? Who's placed the bounty? I bet it's Harbing. Who's placed the bounty on my head? Or maybe that woman from the shop.
That fire is just the beginning.
Sorry? The fight is just beginning.
Fire.
The fire? What did you set fire to? Stop spitting and answer the question. Listen, if the dragon is a problem, we can work together. We can kill it.
Dragon's no problem for us.
Are you sure about that?
As I said, the woods are ours, and soon Phandalin will be as well.
Are you headed over there now?
No, I was coming for you. Well, we are coming for you.
Where's the fat boar? The elephantine boar? Where is he?
God fuck.
Go fuck yourself.
You'll meet him soon enough. We can stop this dance. I'm not scared to die. Just be done with it.
Oh, we'll be done with it soon enough, but I was hoping perhaps the problem that you had been confronted with was the dragon itself. But I see you work together with the wretched beast.
No, we don't work with the dragon. The dragon has given us a gift.
What gift? Can you fly?
Gift. In the sense that now the orcs from the mountain stand by our side.
What are you looking to achieve? The capturing? Phandalin is a little town. What do you gain by attacking a little town like Phandalin? Is that the most you aspire to?
Be the start.
Listen, we can achieve great things here. Orcs, halflings, elves, gnomes, everyone getting along together, living happily in the woods. Imagine The parties we could throw. Do you like sausages? Have you ever tasted a good sausage? Here, let me show you. And I take one of my sausages, dried up sausages, out of my pocket, and I feed it to him, put it in his mouth.
He's resisting that.
Go on, try it. At least have something to eat before you die.
He bites into it, chews it a bit, spits in your face.
Oh, no.
Just be done with it.
Oh, no. You can insult me, yes? You can threaten me. But you do not waste a good sausage. This will not do. This will not do.
Just let me run my knife through him.
No. He comes with us. Put him in the back of the wagon. I'll keep an eye on him. He's going to suffer for spitting my sausage out. He'll have to contend with me all the way back to Phandalin. He'll have to listen to my stories. And he'll have to listen to me go on and on about...
What on earth is the point in taking him to Phandalin?
Shut up, Fabian.
I say we kill him.
No.
What if others know? He said there were others. They may be close behind. There's a bounty on your head.
It doesn't
on
matter.
our heads.
They know where we are anyway. What's the difference?
What's the difference? Get rid of him.
No, we can use him.
He clearly has no interest in assisting.
No, we won't be assisted. But perhaps we can use him for something. I'm not a torturer. I'm not gonna...
You haven't got the fight in you.
No. I'm not an evil bastard like you are. I'm not gonna torture him. But I'll take him to Phandalin. The Neverwinter guards are there. They're used to this kind of things. Maybe they can get stuff out of him. Maybe they know what to do with him better than we could.
I think they're just going to run their swords through him.
Well, if that's what they choose to, they can do it. I'm not going to kill him when he's in this state.
So you're going to put him in the back of the wagon, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to give me a sleight of hand, just to see how well you've tied these knots.
That's a 9.
Total 9. Okay, so he's tied and placed on the back of the wagon.
You guys get your rest. We need you awake for tomorrow. I'll stay here with the orc. I'll keep my eyes on him. Trust me, he won't be going anywhere.
I'll see about that. My brothers will come.
Well, they'll come anyway.
When that morning arrives, the orc is still there.
I've been talking to the orc and, telling him about my adventures in the Mere of Dead Men when I was a priest, or when I lived with the priests. Telling him my life. Offering him the odd sausage here and there, trying to see if he actually would appreciate a little nibble.
No, he's not interested in the sausage. And you see him rolling his eyes, and he's waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yeah, I'm not gonna afford that luxury to him. I'm making him suffer my stories.
So yeah, your companions gather their belongings. I take it you're going to start making your way down towards Phandalin then?
Yeah. Before we leave, I want to check the knots. I want to double check the knots, make sure everything's nice and tight. And
okay, so you start inspecting the knots, and you realize that they're perhaps not as tight as you'd thought they were.
This can't do. Fabian, would you mind giving me a hand here? Let's make these tighter. We don't want him escaping during our trip down to Phandalin.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to roll another sleight of hand. This time, for tension, I'm going to ask you to roll blind, as we do with the death saving throw. So you will roll, but you will not see the result.
Okay, I have I have a point of exhaustion. Would that give me disadvantage, or?
Yeah, but I'll say it's sort of counteracted by
Fabian's help.
By Fabian's help, so
+2. I want to be holding one of the ropes. We got him tied, hog-tied, and then we also have him tied to the cart, but I also want to be holding one of the ropes. As much as I can do to hope that he doesn't run away. And I'll stay sat next to him all journey, talking about, again, my past, Neverwinter, asking him about his family, if he has children, what he likes to do for fun, that kind of thing. Just having a go at him, all the journey back to Phandalin when we eventually get there, or if we get there before anything else happens. But yeah, I'm chewing his ear off, basically.
Yeah, he's lying or rolling as much as he can to the side, trying to pretend he's asleep or try to sleep it off. I'm going to ask you to roll me a d20.
16.
So you make this first day's travel back towards Phandalin, following the tribal trail. You catch yourself a couple of times now, almost dozing off as you really feel this exhaustion now taking hold of you. These last few days have started to take its toll. It's getting now to the point where, your little caravan of sorts can't travel anymore. You're going to have to make camp for the night. And as you sort of find this place to stop and make your camp, sure enough, towards the hills behind Phandalin, before the sun starts to set, you do catch this glimpse, this great beast flying across the sky.
Oh no.
And that's what we're going to call tonight an episode.
Damn it.
Well, yeah, I think tonight's episode is a good example of what we spoke about in Into the Studio last week. If you don't know what it is, head on over to Buy Me a Coffee and have a look. We've got some bonus podcast content for you to listen to there.
Yeah, for those that sign up to the membership tiers.
Yeah, and without going into too much detail here, one of the things we flagged was that we play a living world with consequences. What has Shrew done to call him the wrath of these orcs? So yeah, that was a good episode. Quite battle heavy. Bit different from the last RP ones. I mean, I seem to recall us having an episode where I think we spent an hour and we didn't leave a 15 by 30 foot room.
Yeah, this was mostly fights.
Which is good at times as well. It's good to mix it up.
And also, this week, I'd like to give a little shout out to Albion Absi's Geographical Almanac. And
yeah,
and I hope I've pronounced that correctly. Forgive me if I haven't. But we've been following them for quite a while now, and they have a very cool website. They have a little kind of adventure, I don't know if to call it an adventure, but it's locations, fantastical locations that you can drop into your adventures, be it a one-shot or a longer campaign. And they have it kind of for every letter of the alphabet. And I think that they'll be adding more to the different letters. I don't know if that makes sense. But yeah, go check them out. That's albionapsi.com. And you won't regret it. There's a lot of cool things there. And also an extra thanks, because they had a 500 follower giveaway recently. So congrats on that, the 500 followers. And we actually won it.
Yeah, we rolled in at 20.
We rolled. I think I was telling them that's probably. I don't think they listen to our podcast. If you don't, get on it. But if you do, you'll know that I roll poorly almost all the time.
Yeah, you tend to roll high when you shouldn't.
Yeah, like in today's episode. But
or when Fabian's falling in a pit of swords.
Yeah, that too. But this time we rolled quite high and we won said giveaway. And we were given the whole collection. Oh, I don't know if the whole collection, but a big collection of Pathfinder.
Yeah, that's something completely new for us. So we'll be definitely exploring that in a future campaign, I believe.
Yeah, for sure. Keep your eyes out, or keep your ears out for that in the future.
Don't forget to visit us at www.i2td.com and to follow us on Twitter and Instagram, where we're most active on our social media streams. And if you do visit our website, there's an invite there to our small but growing Discord community, and we'd love for you to come and join us there.
That's right. We also have links to Buy Me a Coffee, as we were just saying now. And there you can donate if you wish to buy us a potion, and we'll be very grateful for that. And at the same time, you'll be helping Shrew and his Shrubberies in this campaign to deal with all these orcs and dragons, well, dragon hopefully, and anything that might come our way. Very much needed and very much appreciated. You can also join one of the tiers for the extra behind the scenes Into the Studio, where we go over the episode, and that releases the day after the episode airs. So it's a kind of behind the scenes talk about a little bit about how the episode went, what we felt was good, and all that kind of stuff. So more content for you subscribers. And again, it helps us tremendously in keeping this going.
And that brings us to the end of the episode club.
Last one standing.
And today's password, if you will, good sir.
Today's password is A Step Too Far. As always, put it in a comment, Twitter, Discord, and we'll see them. We'll laugh at them.
Yeah.
not at them, with them, and, keep them witty, keep them cool. And thank you to those that have been commenting on all of the episodes. Thank you very much for your effort.
Yeah, for sure. And if you want to find out why it's a step too far, head on over to Buy Me a Coffee and find out there. As we bid you farewell today, and hope you join us next time as we delve
into the dungeon.